Hey guys, True Knight here. So tonight I wanted to give you guys a different kind of video. This is a ban list want video. Kind of not even halfway through the format, but just after a lot of conversation in the community that I play in, here in Colorado, amongst like the top end players, and after seeing several competitions, whether it be regionals, a lot of locals and different kind of events, and just kind of things that we've all talked about. And so I wanted to share our thoughts so that we could kind of gauge the spectrum of like, where is everybody else TCG wise, you know, or are we all on the same thought process of things that we want to see happen? Because holy shit, we're halfway through January and summer is right around the corner. And we all know what that means. Here comes Nats, here comes Worlds. So these are kind of like wishful thinking things that I want to see at this year's coming big events in Yu-Gi-Oh! So first and foremost with this format, I'm cool with it. It's been fun. It's been cool to see new unique decks. We all know Raziel Fiendsmith is the top dog, but what does that mean for that deck? What does that mean for other stuff? What does it mean? So let's get right into it. So you guys will see that I have things here that I think could come back in that nature. So things that could potentially come back that would be pretty lit for TCG. I could definitely see this coming back to 1 eventually, just because we have its cracked out version at 3 for however long that's going to be, who knows. So I could see that, but not yet. I don't think a Rise Heart could come back yet. I just don't think we're there yet. Masterpiece could definitely come back to 1 and bring some nuance, bring out some people from out of the shadows, bring a fan base back. Hit, I think, would be a really interesting back to 1 card. It would bring tier limit way up, but how would tier limit fare in its current stature against the top dogs? Some things that I think should go. I think that cards like this should go. Reason being is that it really takes skill out of it, and it kind of sucks. So yeah. My wishful thinking is they bring back Baron, which they never will. Not anytime soon, but it's just my want. People in Colorado are calling for this Dragon's Head. They want Lubellion out of the game, and I understand why. Regained is an insane card, so I get that. I think with Tachyon getting ready to come out, I think that Bonfire is due for its Rota treatment. My question mark of this list is, can this come back to 2? With the amount of hand traps that we have in this damn game, can Called By finally come to 2? That's a big question mark for me. Something that I think will happen, even though I'm enjoying this iteration of Tenpai, whether it be with Kashtira and Bystials or with Fiendsmith and Bystials, I think Konami is going to give this thing the axe, because I think that's what they intended to do this last ban list, and people are still playing it. And I think Orlando is going to define that, because you're going to see 1 or 2 Tenpais in the top, and I think they're just going to say, alright, let's just get rid of the deck. And I think they're just going to get rid of Chandra. So I don't think that we'll see a Fiendsmith hit yet. I think that, not directly anyway, but I don't think we're in for any kind of engraver hit or anything like that. Some people are having conversations about Chaos Angel, just because it's a generic towers that banishes on summon, and it's huge. I don't think so, but a lot of people are actually like saying, yeah, we should ban this. They're looking at it as one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. And I don't think we're getting rid of cashiers. I just don't see it. I think it's become such a good, just generic engine index that I don't see them taking it out of the game yet. And I know we're in a hand trap heavy format, so this card has shined, and a lot of people are calling for it to go. I still present the argument that it can go to 1, but I don't think it'll get banned. So my foretell of it is it goes to 1. That's just me. Malice, no way, not yet. I don't even think Malice will ever get hit because it's too easy to stop. You have to have a lot of non-engine, but in today's day and game, that's not really hard to come by. So, Protos, I personally want Protos gone. Just even being a Sword Soul player, I just hate this card and what it brings. It reminds me of a Floodgate too heavily, and I'm not here for it. So that's my personal take. I still want this damn card gone because it's the ultimate root cause of the problem with what it brings, and so I just think it's time for it to go. And I don't think we're in for a Raziel hit yet. So that's my foregone conclusion on that. Now, what I'm going to talk about is going to piss a lot of people off, and it may make a few people happy. So I think we were kind of cheated out of the last YCS, and that was in Anaheim, right? Where they dropped the ban list. Reason being is because crossover just came out, and we all wanted to play the new sexy decks, right? Malice, Raziel, Triff went off with his Raziel Fiendsmith, and that's all we really focused on. And Tenpai got second place, of course. But I think big event wise, we have been cheated out of what truly could have been the main event. And the reason I'm saying that is because we as a community had a lot of bias towards playing something new rather than playing what we knew. Does that make sense? We wanted to play the new thing rather than playing what we know to be tried and true. And that is OSS and Snake Eye Fire King, or just Snake Eye. I really think that Raziel full power going against Snake Eye Fire King in the version it was before the ban list would have been cool, really good matches, and would have been fun to watch as a game. Wholeheartedly. And a lot of you guys might say that you disagree with that because you're sick of seeing Snake Eye Ash and Fire needs to just go and yada yada yada, but the deck became really fair and really balanced, and it got the axe because of what the deck did when it was at 3s, like Ash, Poplar, all those things were at 3, right? So what I present to you, Konami, TCG, for anybody who listens to me, which is highly doubtful, I'm just a small channel guy, whatever. Let's spice things up this summer. Let's bring Old Faithful back to 1. And who knows, maybe at YCS Orlando, Houston, even Nats, we get to see that matchup. Raziel versus Snake Eye Fire King, or just Snake Eye. And who's the winner? From what I heard is that at Anaheim, the matches were going pretty even between Raziel versus Snake Eye Fire King. But I never got to really see any because we only got to watch the rounds that were presented to us. So my want, what I would like, is to see that happen. Most likely it won't happen ever. This is a kind of card that you just get rid of and say farewell and you never see again. But it would be really, really cool, in my opinion, personally, to see those matchups between really good players. Because guarantee you, if that card got unlimited to 1 or limited to 1, you'd probably see like 20 to 30% of people put down Raziel to go pick up Fire King Snake Eye because they'd want to see that matchup too. So that's my challenge to Konami. Most likely, will it happen? No. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, these are my wants. These are not what I think will happen. This is the kind of ban list that I would love to see happen. This is the true night, holy shit, perfect ban list for all. Well, not perfect ban list because I want Tenpai back in the game because of the chaos it brings. But this would be my ideal ban list. This would be my big want. And again, this is a want, not what I think will happen. I'll go over that probably in a month or so when we get closer to ban list season. But this is what I would want. So shit on me if you want in the comments. You guys can bring all your stuff. I challenge you to get in front of a camera and do it, but this is just from what I've been, like I said at the beginning of the video too, been talking to the community about here in Colorado and what we've all been conversating about in our group chats or when we're at locals and things. So let me know where your guys are at in community. Like if you're in a different state or something of that nature, what are you guys talking about? What are you guys thinking? You know, give your output. Don't just come in here and say your list sucks. Well, what are you guys thinking? What do you guys think would shape up the game more or make the game even more exciting? Is the game cool right where it's at? Do totally different changes need to happen? Does Malice and Raziel need to get the chop? Does Fiendsmith need to go away completely? Like, I don't know. I just think with Mitsuguri coming out and Alliance Insight, I don't think Fiendsmith is going to get the hit anytime soon. They're not even done putting support for it. So, just my thoughts. But we are also getting even more Snake Eye support this coming set with that new fusion. So, who knows? But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts. Be kind, be respectful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yes, let's go. Come on, come on. Level head, heavy metal, lead foot up on the pedal.